Hello everyone and welcome to your channel IELTS Perfection. Today we're diving into IELTS Writing Task 2 Advantages and Disadvantages Essays. This type of essay is common in the exam and mastering it can make a big difference in your score. Let's get started. In this task, you're asked to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of a particular topic. The question will usually ask you to evaluate both sides and give your opinion. There are different types of questions for this type of essay. Number 1, what are the advantages and disadvantages of something? Number 2, do you think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages of something? And number 3, discuss the advantages and disadvantages and give your opinion. So as you can see, only in the third one, the question is asking for your opinion. So if it doesn't ask, you should not mention it in your response. Okay, let's talk about how to structure your essay. Your essay is going to be 4 paragraphs. Paragraph number 1 is your introduction, where you paraphrase the question, state the purpose of your essay, and state your opinion if the question asks you to. In paragraph 2, you discuss the advantages of the topic. In paragraph number 3, you discuss the disadvantages of the topic. And in paragraph number 4, you summarize both views and conclude everything. Let's see how to paraphrase the question. One of the most important skills in IELTS writing is paraphrasing the question. You should never copy the question. Instead, rephrase it in your own words. This shows your ability to use a variety of vocabulary. For example, if the question is,
some people believe that the internet brings people together, while others think it is making people more isolated.
You can paraphrase it as,
while some argue that the internet connects people, others believe it contributes to social isolation.
Next, you need to state the purpose of your essay in the introduction. You need to make it clear that the essay will analyze both advantages and disadvantages of the topic. You can use phrases like, this essay will discuss the pros and cons of something, or this essay will examine the benefits and drawbacks of something.
This essay will discuss both the benefits and potential downsides of online education.
Next, you need to provide a brief hint about what you'll discuss in the body paragraphs. You don't need to go into details, but mention the general idea of the advantages and disadvantages. And again, if the question asks you to state your opinion, you should mention it very short in the introduction as well.
While online education offers flexibility and accessibility, it can also lead to a lack of interaction and challenges in maintaining discipline.
Let's see a full introduction paragraph.
Many argue that online education provides more benefits compared to conventional classroom-based learning. This essay will discuss both the advantages and disadvantages of this trend. While online education offers flexibility and accessibility, it can also lead to a lack of interaction and challenges in maintaining discipline.
Now let's go to body paragraphs. When you are writing the body paragraphs, it's crucial to develop your ideas. Don't just state a point, explain it. Give examples and make it clear how it supports your opinion. So, if your point is that the internet connects people, you could say,
the internet enables people to stay connected, no matter the distance. For example, families can easily communicate through video calls, and friends can share updates through social media.
Or for the disadvantages paragraph, you might say,
however, excessive internet use can lead to social isolation. People may prefer online communication over face-to-face interactions, which can reduce real-life social skills.
By providing specific examples, you're showing the examiner that you can expand on your ideas effectively. Let's go to the last paragraph, conclusion. Your conclusion should ideally be 2 to 3 sentences, summarizing the key points without going into further details. This is a summary, not a place to introduce new examples or information. If the question requires your opinion, make sure to restate it clearly at the end of your conclusion. See the example below.
In conclusion, the internet has both positive and negative impacts. It facilitates global communication, learning, and connection, but it also contributes to isolation, addiction, and misinformation. While the internet offers great benefits, its drawbacks must be managed to ensure a healthier balance between online and offline life.
Okay, now it's time to see a real IELTS example with a Band 8 response.
The rise of online shopping has revolutionized the way people buy goods. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping. Online shopping has rapidly changed the retail landscape, making it easier for consumers to purchase goods from the comfort of their homes. However, alongside its convenience, there are also significant drawbacks. This essay will discuss both the benefits and drawbacks of online shopping. One of the major advantages of online shopping is convenience. Consumers can browse products and make purchases at any time, without needing to leave their homes. This is especially useful for people with busy schedules or those living in remote areas. Additionally, online shopping allows easy price comparisons, helping customers find the best deals without visiting multiple stores. Another advantage is the wide variety of products available online. Consumers can access a broad range of items, including international products that might not be available in local stores. Furthermore, the ability to shop from home eliminates the need for travel, saving both time and transportation costs. Despite its advantages, online shopping also has several disadvantages. One of the most notable is the inability to physically examine products before purchase. This can result in disappointment if the item does not meet expectations. Additionally, online shopping poses security risks, such as identity theft or fraud. Consumers may fall victim to fake websites or unreliable sellers. Another downside is the environmental impact. While online shopping reduces the need for physical stores, it often results in excessive packaging and increased carbon emissions from delivery vehicles. Finally, many people miss the personal interaction that comes with in-store shopping, such as receiving customer service or experiencing the atmosphere of a physical store. In conclusion, online shopping offers significant advantages, such as convenience, variety, and cost-effectiveness. However, it also presents challenges, including security risks and environmental concerns. While it has transformed how people shop, it is important for consumers to consider both the benefits and drawbacks before making online purchases.
Hope you enjoyed it. I'd be happy to have your thoughts about the lesson. See you in the next video.